Only 5 people were eating dinner, but the maid bought 20 pounds of shrimp from the seafood market. It cost the woman nearly 1,000 yen. She gently reminded the maid, "That's enough for us. No need to buy this much. It's fine, I'll take the leftovers home. Nothing goes to waste." The woman nodded and watched her cook a huge table full of shrimp. When the maid finished eating and tried to bag the shrimp, the woman stopped her. "Auntie, I've paid your wages. You can leave now. These shrimp were bought with our money. If you want them, you can buy them back at 3 times the market price." "Miss Shen, what's the meaning of this?" "It means you're fired. Pay up if you want the shrimp or leave them here." "How can you fire me just for taking some leftovers? You rich people are really heartless. You can't finish all this food anyway. What's wrong with me taking it? I'm helping you save food. You want me to pay 3 times as much? Why don't you just rob me? These aren't leftovers. You bought way too much on purpose to steal them. 5 people can't eat 20 pounds of shrimp. Does that sound normal to you? Don't be so rude." "What do you mean, steal? I bought extra because I thought you were having guests. You're just picking on me, a poor, honest woman from the countryside." She threw her hands up and started wailing. Just then, the door lock clicked. Zhao Xu's eyes lit up. The man of the house was home. In her experience, men were usually easy to persuade. With that thought, she put on a deeply wronged look. "Mr. Liu, thank goodness you're here. You have to stand up for me. I slaved away all day at home and Ms. Shen is firing me just for taking some shrimp." Liu Yunshen glanced at the huge pile of shrimp on the table. He was a sharp, organized man. The absurd amount of shrimp and the maid rushing to bag it told him everything he needed to know. He ignored her crying. He walked straight to Shen Jingye. Seeing him calmed most of her frustration. She quickly filled him in on what had happened. Liu Yunshen turned to Zhao Shui. "Auntie, my wife runs this household. What she says goes." Zhao Shui froze. She couldn't believe he took his wife's side without even asking questions. "You two are just ganging up on an old lady like me. No wonder people say rich folks have no heart. I've never seen anything like it. Fire me, fine. I'll tell everyone in the housekeeping community. Let's see who dares work for you after that." This was Zhao Shui's go-to threat. Her little blacklisting tricks had scared many employers before. She was sure Shen Jingye would back down. "Your monthly wage is 8,000, but you only work 20 days. That's 5,333. Either pay 3,000 for the shrimp, or take your money and get out." Zhao Shui was stunned. She thought fast. There was no way she was paying 3,000. But these two weren't easy to fool. Fighting back would get her nowhere. Better to leave for now. She had other tricks up her sleeve. Zhao Shui huffed, then stormed off to the maid's room. A few minutes later, she dragged out a suitcase. Passing Shen Jingyi, she muttered so only they could hear, "You'll regret this." Then she slammed the door and left. The loud slam echoed through the empty living room, making their ears ring. Shen Jingyi finally relaxed. She hadn't let herself show any weakness in front of Zhao Shui, but now that the tension was gone, she felt completely worn out. Liu Yunsheng gently hugged her from behind. "It's okay." Shen Jingye rested her head on his shoulder. She stared at the table full of shrimp. Under the lights, the red shells seemed to silently question her past trust and kindness. Liu Yunsheng looked at the same shrimp, thinking of something else. If Zhao Shui fudged the numbers this badly every time she shopped, she'd stolen a huge amount total. But he didn't say a word. A deep sense of helplessness washed over Shen Jingyi. She had a feeling that Zhao Shui's threat meant this wasn't over. Sure enough, what happened next proved her right. The next morning, Shen Jingyi woke up to the hum